Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for today. And if you haven't been on Discord or on the forums today, you have missed quite a bit of drama. So the main point of the video is to let you know that there has been an update and delay to the name reclaim. I wasn't really going to cover it, but then with this whole drama, like I thought I should mention it just because it really was a bit unexpected. I guess it should have been expected, but at the same time, it was definitely not what I foresaw happening. So the main point, the name reclaim was delayed. There was some kind of error on or basically how they searched the name inquiry. So, the bad news is today is the name reclaim has been canceled and delayed until a later date. An error in our query meant that we were renaming characters that should have not been renamed. The good news is that we were able to catch it before the world went back online. And most likely is currently rescheduled for June 1st. So that the name reclaim, it may not be June 1st. That's totally subject to change. That could definitely be changed in the future. So we thank you very much for your understanding and your diligence in raising the issue this morning. So first of all, it's a good thing that this didn't go live, because if that bug happened and people were able to steal names that couldn't be reclaimed, or stealing your name even though you logged in, say yesterday, that would have been so much more of an issue and completely blown up, and they would have to probably take off the game for probably a few days just to correct everyone's names. So that would have been just a huge disaster. So the one good thing is that at least it didn't go live. They caught it in time, and they did give an update, because you would kind of question their competence by that kind of error. So they said, for context, we did not wait to the last minute to test the process. We did fail to catch the issue in our testing until the last minute this morning. While it may have been possible to revert these changes, correct the logic, run new queries, and run through a new name reclaim while we were offline today, it would have been looking for the entire day offline. So while frustrating, the safer course is to revert, come back, and a later date. So that's the one thing that did get right. In terms of so if you didn't see my previous video when I announced the name reclaim, this whole name market within DC is worth tens of thousands of dollars if you combine both servers. So there's obviously, it's understandable, a lot of people booked off work. They're getting multiple computers ready to save names and opening up multiple launch pads and waiting at the character select screen or that server select screen all day on their PlayStation. So that's understandable. I know people are going to make fun of people that with booked off work just for this, but at the same time, you got to think, if you can save a few names, that'll get you $600 each. You could clear an entire month's paycheck with selling a few names. So I sympathize with them that booked off those days to save those names, because like I said, it's that adrenaline rush of trying to log in first and save those names. So I understand that perspective. I don't understand why people would pay that much for names, but I've seen it over a decade of playing that people will pay absorbent amounts of money for a name in a video game. But I mean, that may be beyond me, but I understand that other people want to. So the drama was, first it kind of blew up in this thread, but the delay, it blew up in the other thread. So obviously people are upset and kind of venting their frustrations. Then it spilled over into Discord. So originally they all went to the official Discord and blew up. Tons of people were spamming. I think at one point there was 30 people in voice chat because all the mods were timing people out and banning them. So then they got upset at the mods. So then they're upset at MEPs and the mods and the Discord. So now the official Discord is locked. They've disabled invites and locked the actual official server. So that's the funny part. Then it spilled into my server, because my server is kind of like the refuge from the official server. So if we go into my general chat here and then type up, we'll do actually channel. I just want to check the bot. So then my general chat, let's just see. So as you can see, the messages spiked just to today. So if we change the look here, then we'll change it to 1 day in terms of time frame. So just today, I'm looking at 2,440 messages. By 111 different people. So that so the top messages here all on that 1 day graph. So you can see my server just exploded at the beginning, because obviously, I designed my server to be a bit more flexible. I mean, when I made mine, I'm not a big heavy like moderator. If people are spamming stupid stuff, then yeah, I'll ban or time them out. But my mods are pretty relaxed in terms of that. Nothing near the official server. But I mean, that's why it's a private server versus official server. So they all came to vent their frustrations in mine, and then started blowing up on the mods, blowing up on other players in the community, blowing up on maps. So to get like 2,500 messages in one day from like over 110 people, that is pretty funny. My server is generally not that active because the game's not as active, or they're another server. So that's where the drama kind of spilled from, and then it's spilled into other servers. I think one of the mods on the official server, Zoe, I think she had to lock her Discord server. I'm not sure if she had to do her Twitter. There are people tracking down people's Instagrams and sending them like messages over Instagram about stuff. It's just, this whole thing got like crazy out of hand today. In terms of the community reaction. And I can understand that. I mean, similarly, if you would have been in my server when the money glitch happened, it was the same thing. Like, it kind of blew up there in terms of drama, but it's certainly not something that I was necessarily expecting with the name reclaim. So it's, just, I thought I'd bring this video just to make sure that I believe they're also extending the date. So before it was if you haven't logged in from like, May 2022, I think their map said they're extending that if I do staff post tracker, but either way, they definitely are extending that. There's going to be another announcement, but just be aware that's what happened. I'm sure you're going to hear about it in trade chat. I'm sure it's going to be a drama for the next few days and see how long they actually lock down the official server. So just want to provide that little update. In my next video, I've got how DPS modifiers work in the game, and then I'm doing the Poison Ivy ally review. So that's something to look forward to. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.